There was a time you wanted to do everything. Launch the business, crush the career, build the brand. Now, you're just trying to respond to emails without crying. Ambition used to feel like fuel. Now it feels like pressure, or guilt, or grief. If you've been asking yourself, what happened to me? Where did my fire go? This one's for you. Welcome to the burnout we don't talk about enough. This is Hustle Hangover. Hey, it's Alex, and welcome back to This Is Fine, a Millennial Diary. In the last episode, we peeled back the mask of being the strong friend. But this week, we're asking a heavier question. What happens when you stop wanting what you used to want? What happens when ambition stops being exciting and starts feeling like a burden? So many of us are raised to believe that success equals self-worth, that burnout was a badge of honor. But now, we're not just tired, we're over it. Let's talk about why we're not lazy. We're just coming down from the high of hustle culture. There was a time when hustle felt empowering. You wake up at 5 a.m., you side gig, main gig, passion project. Sleep when you're dead, they said. We glorified busy. We chased recognition, validation, and a place at the table. We wanted to be that person, the one who made it, the one who inspired others, the one who turned trauma into content and content into a career. But what we didn't see coming was the crash. Then came the exhaustion, the pandemic, the layoffs, the silence between projects. The creeping dread that said, do I even care anymore? Not because you failed, but because you survived. You outgrew grind culture. Your nervous system said, I'm done. And suddenly, the goals you used to obsess over, they feel distant, foreign, almost like they belong to a version of you that doesn't live here anymore. And that version needs rest. Let's be real. When you've tied your identity to productivity, slowing down feels like a crisis. If I'm not building something, what am I doing? If I'm not achieving, am I still valuable? And if I say I'm tired, will people think I gave up? But here's the thing. You don't owe anyone ambition. You don't have to monetize your joy. You don't have to want more just because you could. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is want less. Less pressure, less proving, less pretending. So where do we go from here? We trade hustle for intention. We start asking, what do I actually want? What feels good, not just what looks good? What would success look like if no one else had to see it? You are allowed to evolve, to change course, to fall out of love with what once lit you up, and fall into something softer. Now, you're not broken. You're just coming back to yourself. Let the ambition go quiet for a while. It'll speak again, but only when you're ready to listen. Next time on the Millennial Diary, Forever 29, Fear of Aging in a Youth-Coded World. We'll talk about the complicated feelings around getting older, feeling invincible, and aging in a world obsessed with staying young. But until then, take a breath. You don't need a 5-year plan. You just need to feel okay right now. And this is fine. Please don't forget to follow me on all of my social networks. Subscribe to this podcast right here on YouTube or on your favorite podcast platform by simply going to alexiscardoza.com.
Goodbye.